Here's what they don't want you to know. Multitasking is a complete myth. Your brain literally cannot focus on two things at once. Yet we've all been sold this lie that doing more things simultaneously makes us more productive. The truth, it's destroying your focus and sabotaging your success. Today, I'm going to show you the incredible power of single tasking and how this one shift can transform your productivity forever. Let's start with why multitasking feels so appealing. We live in a world that rewards busyness, where being overwhelmed somehow became a badge of honor. You check your email while on a conference call, scroll social media while watching Netflix, and wonder why you feel mentally exhausted by noon. Here's what's actually happening in your brain. Every time you switch between tasks, you're forcing your mind to refocus and reorient itself. Scientists call this task switching cost, and it can reduce your productivity by up to 40. That's nearly half your mental energy wasted on transitions. But here's where it gets interesting. When you embrace single tasking, you tap into something called flow state, that magical zone where time disappears. In flow state, your brain produces alpha waves, the same brain waves associated with meditation. You become faster, more creative, and surprisingly, more energized. Think about the last time you were completely absorbed in something you enjoyed. Hours felt like minutes, and you produced your best work effortlessly. So how do you master single tasking? The first principle is ruthless prioritization. You must become a master of saying no to the unimportant. Every morning, identify your top 3 priorities. Not 10, not 5, 3. These are the tasks that truly move the needle in your life or work. Everything else is either delegated, scheduled for later, or eliminated entirely. This isn't being lazy, it's being strategic about your mental resources. The second principle is creating barriers. Your environment should support deep focus, not fight against it. This means eliminating digital distractions completely. Turn off notifications, put your phone in another room, and close every browser tab except the one you need. Each notification is a focus assassin. Create a dedicated workspace that signals to your brain. This is where deep work happens. It doesn't have to be fancy, just consistent. The third principle is time boxing. Assign specific time blocks to single tasks, treating these appointments with yourself as sacred and non-negotiable. Start with 25-minute blocks. This isn't arbitrary. It's based on research showing that most people can maintain intense focus for about this duration. After each block, take a 5-minute break. Step away, breathe deeply, maybe do some light stretching. Your brain needs this recovery time to maintain peak performance. What's remarkable is how much you accomplish in these focused bursts. Tasks that used to take hours suddenly get done in minutes. The fourth principle is mindful transitions. Between tasks, take 30 seconds to breathe and mentally shift gears. This prevents mental residue from contaminating your next focus session. Think of it like changing gears in a car. You don't slam from first to fifth gear, you transition smoothly through each stage. Now, let's address the biggest obstacle to single tasking, the fear of missing out. Your brain will try to convince you that other tasks are more urgent. This is your primitive brain trying to protect you from potential threats. Acknowledge these thoughts, then gently return your attention to your chosen task. Remember, single tasking is a skill that requires practice. Your focus muscles have been weakened by years of multitasking habits, but they can be rebuilt. Start small. If 25 minutes feels impossible, begin with just 10 minutes of single-focused work. Consistency matters more than duration in the beginning. Track your wins, notice how much clearer your thinking becomes, how much faster you work, and how much more satisfied you feel with your accomplishments. Here's what happens when you master single tasking. You'll finish work faster, produce higher quality results, and actually have more time for the things you love. You'll rediscover the joy of deep engagement with your work. Instead of feeling scattered and overwhelmed, you'll feel purposeful and in control. The world will keep trying to fragment your attention, Social media, notifications, and the cult of busyness aren't going anywhere. But you now have a superpower that most people lack: the ability to focus deeply on what truly matters while the world spins frantically around you. Your challenge, starting today, is to choose one important task and give it your complete, undivided attention for just 25 minutes. Because in a world addicted to distraction, your focused attention isn't just a productivity tool. It's your competitive advantage and your path to a more meaningful life.